Aloha. Good morning. Welcome to Kahu's Corner this Monday morning, beginning of the work week. Thank you for joining me. Hope you guys had a safe and blessed weekend with family, friends, or whatever you had planned. This morning, I wanted to talk a little bit about our children and when we was children. As parents, even as grandparents, we want what's best for our kids and our grandkids, and our parents before us wanted nothing but the best for us. The way we was brought up in different times, but each parent wants what's best for their kids. And some of us might ask ourselves, what is that? It could be the best schools, the best clothes, excelling in sports, having the best opportunities to do things. As parents, sure, that's natural. But what does God's word say? What should we invest in our children? And it says it clearly in His word is to love the Lord with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. That's found in Deuteronomy chapter 6. He makes it clear. If we go back there, and we see in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4, he starts it. He says, Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. And then number 5, here it is. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Then he says, These words which I am commanding you today shall be on your heart as parents. And then he says the next one in verse 7, You shall teach them diligently to your sons, and you shall talk of them when you sit down in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. You shall bind them as a sign on your hand, and there shall be as frontals on your forehead. You shall write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. That's God's perspective on how we should teach our kids and what we want, what's best for them. And that's to teach them about God. First and foremost, God's word and how they should live and how they should carry themselves and how they should communicate with God, number one, and communicate with others. In today's time, it's not like that. The household is not built on God's word. It doesn't follow God's truth. So as the members of the household leave the household and go into the world, Satan is it's easy pickings for Satans. We should put it like that. And our kids now, in past generations and sadly in future generations, it's going to get worse. The farther people grow away from God, the worse this world becomes. And it's a sad thing. But if we just do our part, mentor children in our community as a church, help where we can help with younger generations, instill God's word in them, then we're doing our part. But if we just go to the wayside and not jump in the game and not help wherever we can or show mentorship or take younger generation under our wings, then we're just as guilty as the parents that don't invest God's truth into their children. Proverbs 22 verse 6, Train up a child in the way he should go, even when he is old he will not depart from it. Again, if we find time to invest in our kids, God's word, and just be a solid foundation for them that they can rely on as parents, grandparents, or even, like I said, as mentors in the community, finding opportunities for younger generations, then we've got a shot at it. But the way the world is going right now, again, like I said, if we don't take that time, then the future is bleak until Christ comes back. We have to do our part. Satan is definitely doing his part. You can guarantee that he's everywhere. So we gotta battle that and invest in our future, which is our children, grandchildren, so they can make this place a better place. So as parents, grandparents, I hope we have opportunity to do that and make a change. Love the Lord with all your heart, soul, and might. Once the kids can jump on board on that one verse and dig into God's Word and learn more of His truth, their future will be better. So have a good week, a safe week. Allah.